of this linear and we talk from what we are going ratio so basically in linear equations our job is to solve a two variable or three variable equation accordingly. So the approach I'm going to take. Prangan, is it fine now? Prangan? My voice is still okay. Just give me just let out check. Let's oh, variable power now my video and see. So we equation one is this. It is going to be the first not equal to unique solution. And upon unique solution, I'm talking about A1 upon if A1 upon A2 B1 upon B2. So unique solution, or when we have solution, or when we have solution. For plus y plus y is equal to 2. Okay, coefficient of x is 1. 1 upon minus is a meaning unique solution. Going to get equal to 6 to be 3. Now let equal a on b, but it's equal to 2. Constant term is 1 upon 3, 2 upon x is the condition. Okay. Third one is A2 is equal to B1 upon is equal to C1 upon 2. So let and 3 also equal to 6. Coefficient 1, of y constant. So when definition of I am effectively talking about, so I'm to get I not be I'm going to something I hope everyone is clear with it. So now let's get on with the questions and what we are going to do. So basically what we are going to do in this now, we are going to understand how equations are formed. I humbly apologize with recurring errors from my end because I think I'm facing a little bit internet issue, but I hope it is fine now. Okay, so let's see how equations are formed and how the questions we are going to answer. So basically let's start with the first question that we do have today. A shop owner bought a total of 64 shirts from wholesale market that came in two sizes, small and large. So basically I have 64 shirts. Some of them are small, some of them are large. Okay, the price of a small shirt was 50 less than that of large shirt. She paid a total of 5,000 for the large shirts and total of 18,000 for the small shirts. Then price of a large shirt and a small shirt together. Okay, so this is what question is saying. Okay, we have multiple equations, we have multiple variables. Now what are the equations we have, what are the variables we have? Let's get into it. So let's say, so my first equation is I have S small shirts and I have L large shirts, and total shirts should be equal to 64. Okay, now let's say price of a small shirt is X, then price of large shirt should be equal to X plus 50, right? So on a small shirt, how much money is being paid? That is S into X, and that is equal to what? 1800. And on large shirt, how much amount is being paid? That is 5,000. So basically, it is going to be L into X plus 50. And that should be equal to how much? That should be equal to 5,000. And we got two equations, and we got three equations, three variables, and our job is to solve it. Now how we are going to do it? Okay, now it might be, everyone might think it is a tricky scenario, right? Okay, so basically what I am going to do, I am going to uh, take a little tricky thing, that is going to be I'm going to add up these two equations. So what I'm going to get, Sx plus Lx plus 50L, and that is equal to summation of these two, adding both the equations. So I'm going to get 6800. Okay, S plus L comes out to be 64 plus 50L, and that is equal to 6800. Am I getting something from this? I'm not sure I'm getting something or not. I have, again, I got one more equation. Now what should be the approach that we need to follow? Okay, so that is going to be 6800. Now I have multiple values. Now I'm confused what I'm going to do. What is the approach I'm going to take? Now, basically, what I'm going to do, Sx is equal to 1800, that is given to us, right? And L times x plus 50, and that should be 5000. It means I can say that L has to be a factor of 5000, S has to be a factor of 1800. This is what I know. And this is X, and this is 50 more than this. Okay. So I am just going to use factors and solve the question. So 1800 can be what? Let's say it is 18 into 100. Okay. And L is going to be, so basically 5000 is, so basically what is L? L is 64 minus S. Right, so 64 minus 18 is going to be what? It is going to be 46. 46 is not a factor of 5000, so basically 18 won't work out. Okay, now let's take another factor. For example, it is 36. So 36 into 50. So if it is 36, then it should be 28. 28 into 150, that won't work. So basically, again, that is not right. So what I am going to do, I am going to take other things. Then other value can be 20 and 90, right? So if it is 20, then it should be 44. 44 again is not a factor. Okay. So this is going to give me various possibilities and what is the approach that should be taken. So I'm just going with the hit and trial. I'm just solving this question as I'm going to solve it in the exam. So after that, we'll see what is the approach, actual approach to solve this question. So S plus L is equal to 64. That is given to us. So X uh, 64 is equal to S plus L. Okay. So we have tried multiple approaches to solve this question. Now, what is the actual approach? If I want to solve it in the exam, this is X plus 50, right? Now, question is saying, then the large price of the large shirt and small shirt is together. Question is talking about. So basically, it says Sx is equal to 1800. Now, I am taking the actual approach by which I am going to solve it in the exam. So we have tried making equations, we have tried doing everything, but we are still not going to get it. Okay. So X, price of a small shirt is X, price of the large shirt is X plus 50. And let's say that is equal to 150. Okay. So that is equal to 150. I'm taking the first option. So 2x plus 50 is 150. So X comes out to be 50. So if X is 50, so X is 50, then it is S is going to be 36. This is X, this is S, then L, then X plus 50. So X plus 50 should be what? 100. And this value is 50. And summation of these two values do not come out to be 64. It means this 150 that we have taken is wrong. So not a possible answer. Now, which value we are going to pick? I am going to pick 200, right? So 2x, because 200 is a comfortable value. So 2x plus 50 is equal to 200. So x comes out to be 75. Okay. So x is 75. So basically it is going to be 75 4 6 24. It is going to be 24. Then 125, x plus 50 comes out to be 125, and L comes out to be 36. So am I getting all the values right? Summation of these two becomes 64. Yes. So my answer of this question is going to be option D, that is 200. So this is the actual approach by which I am going to get in the question for this. Instead of making equations, trying to solve and understand what is the generic approach, no. Making equations in this question is going to be very harmful, though it is a question of linear equation, or I can say it is a question of quadratic as well. But going by that approach, it is going to be extremely lengthy. Factorizing is very lengthy, so I won't be going with that. Okay, now let's start this question. Now, a gentleman decided to treat a few children in the following manner. He gives half of his total stock of toffees and one extra to the first child, then half of the remaining with one extra, and continuing giving this way in this fashion, and total stock exhaust after he takes care of 5 children. How many toffees were there in his stock initially? Now, this is a very standard question that we are going to solve. Okay. So generally what we do when we solve a question, we always start from top to bottom. So what is the generic approach people take in this question? That initially he had x toffees. So he has distributed x by 2 and 1. So how many toffees he is left with? He is left with x by 2 minus 1, right? Out of total, he has given half plus 1. So how many he is remaining? So this is the toffee. Then you are going to calculate for the next one. So I'm not going to do this. What I'm going to do, the first child, second child, third child, fourth child, and fifth child. So when fifth child came, how many toffees he was left with? That is x by 2 minus 1. And after he gave him one toffee and half of the toffees, the number of toffees became 0. So it means he has given all the toffees. So when fifth children came, he was left out with two toffees, right? So before child came, he has given x by 2 and one more. So he's left out with this, and that is equal to two toffees. So x by 2 equal to 3. So x comes out to be 6. So before fourth child came, he was left out with 6 toffees, and out of 6, he has given 3 plus 1 to the fourth child. Then he's left out with 2. Then half plus 1 means he has given 2 toffees, and he's done. Now, before third child came, after third child left, he's left out with 6 toffees. So this is how many toffees left out after second child left? That is x by 2 minus 1, and that is equal to 6. So from here, I can say that x is equal to 14. Then similar approach I'm going to take. X by 2 minus 1 is equal to 14. So x comes out to be 30. So basically, initially it is going to be x by 2 minus 1 equal to 30. So it is going to be 31. X comes out to be 62. So initial number of toffees with the person is going to be 62. Now people might say, why I'm not taking different variables? Obviously, this x is different from this x is different from this, or this x is different from this, and this x is different from this. So I should have taken different variables, but when I'm solving this question in the exam, I'm not going to think that much. This is a standard question that is not from a top to bottom approach. This is a question of from bottom to top approach. You start with fifth children, then you move to fourth children, then you move to third children, you move to second children, then you move to first children. I hope I am clear with this question, because you are going to see these kind of questions a lot in exams. You are going to see this question in CAT, ZAT, SNAP, in NMAT. In every exam, these kind of questions have been asked. So if I'm talking about a easier exam, for example, SNAP. So in SNAP, there won't be 5 children. There might be 3 children. There might be 2 children. So, but again, the approach for this kind of question is bottom to top, not top to bottom. You always start with the last child, then second last child, then third last, go to third last child. I hope I'm clear with this question. Now let me move on to the next question. What does it say? So it says Aaron bought some pencils and sharpeners, spending the same amount of money as Aaron. Okay. Aditya bought okay, so how many pencils Aaron bought? So Aaron bought P pencils as sharpeners. I prefer to take the initials as the variables. Spending the same amount as of money as Aaron, Aditya bought twice as many pencils and 10 less sharpeners. So this is the story of Aaron. Then what did Aditya do? Aditya bought twice of pencils and S minus 10 sharpeners. Okay. If cost of one sharpener is 2 more than the cost of pencil, cost of one sharpener is 2 more than the cost of a pencil. Let's say cost of the pencil is P. Cost of the sharpener is X plus 2. Okay, so the total amount spent by Aaron is this. Total amount is spent by Aditya is this. Okay, now what does it ask? Then the minimum possible number of pencils bought by Aaron and Aditya together. Okay, so Aaron bought P pencils, Aaron bought P, Aditya bought 2P. So total number of pencils bought by all three of them is 3P. Now, so my answer should be multiple of 3. All the options are multiple of 3. So let's see. This is not the approach we can follow. So what is the total amount spent by Aaron? That is Px plus Sx plus 2s. That is first point. Now, what is the total amount spent by Aditya? That is 2px plus I am multiplying these two. So I am going to get what? Sx. Okay. Then 2s plus 2s minus 10x minus 20. Okay, so Sx cancels out. So I'm going to take everything to that side. 2s get cancels out. So I am going to get 2, sorry, px minus px equal to 10x plus 20. Okay. So that's what we got. Okay. So p comes out to be what? 10 plus 20 upon x. 10x upon x is 10 plus 20 upon x. I need to minimize this value because I want to minimize p. Okay. So let's put x equal to 1. So if x is 1, this becomes 30. So 3p is going to be 60. Okay. Just take few values and understand. Let's put x equal to 2. So this is going to be 20 upon 10 is 2. Sorry, 10, 10 plus 10, 20, 20 into 3, 60. Not possible. Let's put 4. Okay. So if I'm going to put this value as 4, then what I'm going to get? I'm going to get 5. So values are increasing. So basically, if the value of x is maximum, the number of pencils will be minimum. So what is the maximum value that x can take? X can take maximum of 20, right? So 20 upon 20 is 1. 11 plus 1 is how much? 11 plus 1 is, sorry, 10 plus 1 is 11. So what is the minimum number of pencils that can be bought is 11. So 3p is my answer and that is equal to 33. That is my option C. I hope I am clear with this question. So Aaron, the total amount spent by Aaron is this, total amount spent by Adi is this, both values are equal, variables are cancelled out, I got px equal to this, so I got the value of p. So if I want to maximize the number of pencils, then my job is to minimize the value of x. What is the minimum value of x? That is 1. So in that case, P is going to be 30 and 30 into 3 is going to be 90. In that case, maximum number of pencils are going to be, so basically P is going to be 30. So 3P is going to be 90. So 3P is 33, 3P is 90. So maximum value of 3P is 90. Minimum value of 3P is 33. So my answer should lie between 33 and 90, and it is talking about the minimum value, that is 33. If question is talking about maximum value, that will be 90. Now let's move on to the next question. What does it say? Okay. So it says that the equation kx plus y equal to 3, and it says that 4x plus ky, and that is equal to 4. Now it says it has a unique solution. What is the condition of unique solution? That is a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. So k1, k upon 4, coefficient of x is not equal to coefficient of y, ratio of coefficient of y. So k square should not be equal to 4. It means k should not be equal to 2 or minus 2. So basically, equal to definitely false, equal to definitely false. This talks about only 2. That is also false. So my answer of this question is going to be option A. That is mod k should not be equal to 2. So mod k means k cannot be 2, k cannot be minus 2. So my answer of this question is going to be option A. Now, let's move on to question number 5. What does it say? It says that I'm just going to form a linear equation and figure out. So Dick as thrice as old as Tom and Harry. Okay, Dick is thrice as old as Tom, thrice as old as Tom, and Harry is twice as old as Dick. So instead of assuming any value, what I'm going to do, I am going to start with variables, then I'm going to figure out. Okay. If Dick's age is 1 year less than the average age of all three. Okay. So basically, I'm looking for the average age. So I have Tom, Dick, and Harry. So age of Tom is T, age of Dick is 3T, age of Harry is 2D. 2D means I can say it is 60. What is the total age of all three? That is going to be 10t. What is the average age? That is 10t upon 3. Okay. 10t upon 3 minus 1. That is Dick's age. And what is Dick's age? That is equal to 3t. So from here I can say that is going to be 10t minus 3, and that is equal to 90. So t is equal to 3. So if t is 3, then Harry's age is going to be 60, and that is going to be 18. So answer of this question is going to be 18. And whenever you see a question that is theta, always think your answer should be a positive integer. It can never be in fraction, it can never be in decimal, it can never be in a square root. So let's move to next one. What does it says? Amar purchases some pen at 8 rupees. To sell these, he hires an employee at a fixed wage. Okay. Amal purchases some pen. How many pens? X pens. At how many rupees? 8 rupees. Okay. To sell these, he hires an employee at a fixed wage. So let's say what is his employee's cost? Let's say E. So this is his overall cost. Now, so out of this, he sells 100 of these at 12 each. So out of X, he has two type of pens, 100 and X minus 100. And these 100 pens, he is selling at 12 rupees. And the remaining pens, he is selling at 11 rupees. Okay. If he sells at 11 rupees, he makes a profit of 300. If he, instead of 11, if he sells at 9, he makes a loss of 300. Then the wage of the employee. Okay. So I'm taking first scenario. So what is my first scenario? That is total cost is 8x plus employee's cost plus profit of 300. That is his total sale value. And that is equal to 12x is equal to 1200 plus 11 times x minus 100. That is his total sale price, and that is equal to cost plus profit. So from here I am going to get 8x plus E plus 300, and that is 300. Let it write 300 only. That is equal to 1200 plus 11x minus 1100. So I'm taking x to this side, so I'm going to get 3x, and that is equal to E plus 200. Okay, that is my first statement that I'm getting. Okay. Now, what is my second equation? That is cost is 8x plus E and minus 300, and that is equal to 1200. So basically, why I'm taking minus 300? Because cost plus cost minus loss is equal to sale price. 1200 plus 9 times x minus 100. Okay. So basically, it is going to be how much? 8x plus E minus 300, and that is equal to 1200 plus 9x minus 900. So this is the equation that we are going to get. So I can say that x is equal to E minus how much? E minus 600. So that's the equation we get. So I can also say that 3x is equal to 3E minus 1800. Okay. So 3x is equal to E plus 200, 3 is equal to 3 minus 1800. So I can say E plus 200 should be equal to 3E minus 1800. So basically, I can say that 2E is equal to 2000. So employees' cost comes out to be 1000. Employees' cost comes out to be 1000, and that's what question is talking about. So basically, it is a question of linear equation. These kind of questions have been asked a lot of times in the actual exam. So it is, I would say this question was a little lengthy if I'm going to take an approach of linear equation. But If I'm not making any equation, can I solve this question? I can try, right? So basically, I have expense. Okay. The cost of expense is 8. Okay. Now, expense are bifurcated in 100 rupees, 100 pence, and x minus 100 pence. Okay. In 100 pence, I am selling at 12 rupees each. So I am already making a profit of 400. These I am selling at 9 rupees. So I am 11 rupees. So I am going to get a profit of 3 into these many pence, x minus 100. This is what I'm standing. If the cost is 11, 12, this is same. This is 11. Now, second condition is if I'm selling at 12, my profit is 400. If I'm selling at 9, then I am getting x minus 100. That is 1 rupee profit, right? So if I am moving from here to here, my profit was 300, and from 300 profit I am moving to a loss of 300. So what is the total dip in sale value? That is going to be 600. And what is the meaning of 600? That is 2 times x minus 100, right? So from here I can directly say that x minus 100 is equal to how much? 300. So x comes out to be 400. Means the shopkeeper is buying 400 pence. Out of 400 pence, on 100 pence he is getting a total profit of 400, and on remaining 300 he is generating a profit of how much 3 rupees. So total profit is 900. So his effective total profit should be 1300, but instead of 1300 he is getting only 300. So where remaining 1000 rupees is going? It is going to the wage of the employee. So what is the employee's cost? That is going to be 1000 rupees. So basically, you can also solve this question by thinking a lot instead of using much of paper and pen. So this is how we are going to approach this question in the exam. And with this, I conclude this session. Thank you. If anyone has any doubt, can ask me. So let me wind up the session. Thank you.